What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Our Darkest Souls, a soul through by the Nars verse of Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. So last time we scouted out New Londo to figure out, which direction we need to go in next. And so far, it's a no-go for in terms of difficulty gap. Well, here we are, Undead Burg, where Captain Cynical told us the next bell would, Undead Burg, safe to say, attached to an undead chapel. At least I think that's what he said. If not, well, spoilers, that's where we're going. But look at that, another fog wall. Wonder where that leads. Alright. And I'm gonna try and be a little less, philosophy heavy in this episode. In the next few, probably. Just, give you all a gameplay experience. Let's see what's down there. And I'm also going to try and not be too silly. I know I'm that way. Ooh. Ah, crap. I know I'm that way for Skyrim and Dead Cells and some of the other ones, but this was always intended to be more of a serious playthrough. So let me know in the comments whether you think it should stay that way, or you think I should let loose. Whatever you guys prefer. Alright, ambush. When you're in a place you don't know, rule of thumb: always be ready for an ambush. Works in real life as well as the game. And if you can, prevent an ambush from being as bad as it could be if you can manage. Also, only two-hand your weapon when only go hard with a way of handling the problem if you're sure it'll work. Because sometimes you try to handle a problem with too much fervor to going about it one way, you can actually end up not just not solving the problem, you can actually end up hurting yourself and causing a new problem. Alright, less fear that time. Probably going to be one of the last times I go through a fog wall without any kind of apprehension. That's just because, like I said in a previous, the update video. Oof. Okay. Let us know how small we are. Yeah. Seemed like there was a little gap here. And nope, didn't make it. Well, not gonna make it. Gonna keep moving forward. Yeah, sorry for not making much comment about that dragon. I'm just glad he didn't crush me to death, because he's done that before. You run up here too quick, he will smash you. And what is... let's talk about it for a second. What does he represent? Well, he could represent anything at any stage in a person's life. A larger life danger or... sorry. Focusing a little too hard on not dying here. We'll figure out what he represents later. In fact, I think it'd probably be best if we could just figure out what he means on the podcast. Let me know what y'all think of that. I'm just gonna look at here. Got ourselves our first bonfire territory. Now, one thing I may have forgotten to mention, my brain gets a little cluttered every now and then, especially when I'm doing stuff like this, so I'm trying to talk while playing, and hopefully I get better. Practice makes perfect. But you notice we had 5 Estus Flask shots in the Asylum, but we had 10 when we left Firelink Shrine. It's kind of like the more... it's like we got to Firelink Shrine after, finally leaving our Asylum for the first time. There's a boost in confidence. That's it's almost in itself. Remembering your victories helps you to really, That's almost a set of Estus flasks in itself, remembering I've come this far before, or I've done this before. I shouldn't be too worried. I can, I can carry on. This isn't harder than that was. You know what I mean? Just boosts your confidence, helps you keep going. And at other bonfires, because you haven't gotten past that point, you haven't beaten the challenge in that part of your life, you're going to feel less confident. But I can guarantee you, once you've beaten that little source of conflict, or source of that obstacle to your progress, I can guarantee that you're gonna feel like your essence flasks have all been refilled. Sorry for that voice crack. I deeply apologize. Let's go ahead and wait now. Pop that one up. All right. Now, let's go ahead and we want to be thorough with our explorations. So before we go any further, there's a little hall I kind of missed. Not a hall, but like that little staircase down there that I missed. Alright. Just a firebomb going off on me. Yeah, and the other thing is, when we rest at a bonfire, notice that these guys come back. That's, like I was saying in a previous episode, fear is going to be with us no matter how far we are in our journey of life, or how tightly we're holding our accomplished dreams in our hands. It's just going to be a part of life. And if you're not afraid ever, you should probably do a check on yourself. These guys are a different enemy. They hold their shields close, have their spears out. But that was just me making a side comment. But yeah, they're going to come back, but something awesome's going to happen, and you're going to see in the future just how great it is, and you're going to feel in real life. Hopefully you'll feel it. But essentially, we're going to be discovering that the enemies that we used to think were real tough are nothing once we've reached a certain level, and that's how they're going to be. It's kind of like, people talk about like the monster that is depression. It's like it gets easier, and people don't give themselves enough credit for the fact that it got easier because they got, the depression got easier because the person suffering it became stronger. And I feel like if you have depression, you should know you are one tough customer. Oh, crap. Yes, finally got him. Alright. Let's see, were they hiding anything? Well, boxes. Oh, and the boxes were hiding a staircase. Wouldn't you know? Oh, somebody hiding behind that. I'm just gonna come over here. Oh, well, look at that. Well, they're not hiding anymore, are they? Alright, let's see if there's anything. Oh! Oh, yes, the creepy dude.
Well, now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm?
God,
Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
Lovely. I'll cover this guy on the podcast because, frankly, at the moment I'm drawing a blank. I got nothing. He's not an enemy, although people love their Uchi katana in this game. You can make him your enemy if you attack him, but frankly, at this point, I'd like what he provides more than what his death would provide.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Got myself a bow. Good thing I didn't, go in to buy his creepy voice too. Oh, jeez. I keep doing that. Need to stop with the thrusting. Yep, like that. Oh, well, there you have it, guys. First real death of the playthrough. That's the thing. You can never let your guard down. Never underestimate a problem. Never underestimate an obstacle. Always go in with your game face. And patience is a virtue. That's another thing this game teaches you. Patience and waiting for the right moment is a virtue. You try to go into a boss, just go off swinging. Ooh. Go in swinging, and you will suffer for it. Also, just saying, it's always a good idea to keep your faith close. Because, because if you don't, you could get blindsided. Ooh, look at that. That's the thing. But that's another thing about humanity that connects to real life is like your accomplishments. I'm gonna make this episode a little bit longer just to test it. I'll make these 15 minutes. But your accomplishments, like the problems you face in your own mind, like not in your own mind, but like in your perspective. The more problems you face, not just in your perspective, but in reality, the stronger you are and like the more accomplished you are. If that makes sense. Backstab. I'm just saying, if you're wondering, like, how are these guys so spastic? Play Dark Souls 3 and then get back to me, because my god. I have my own feelings about Dark Souls 3. Mostly, I hate the community, just because it's so painful. Not to turn it on off the game. Buy the game, but play offline. Because, man, people love to be mean. And now, hey, look at that. As we explored and got a different vantage point, and now we're able to run a little more. What is that? Well, different kind of projectile, sorry. And the bow we just bought. It's kind of like, it's almost like dealing with problems before they get in your face, like proactively. It's kind of like if you know you've got a problem with, say, I have a problem with transitioning, so I'll set a timer for myself of like, okay, let's be done with this project, or take a break from this project at this time. Let's not spend more than this much time on this project, or playing this game. And another drink. Didn't mean to drink. I'll be playing more loose in the future, I promise. But if you're able to take down the problem, the issue before it becomes a real problem, it's kind of like shooting it from afar, and you want to do that. You want to eliminate something before it can really mess with you and your progress. But for now, I think this is going to be the end for a little bit of my waxing philosophical, because I've already checked that area, and frankly, there's too much stuff going on in this upcoming area for me to be all that, If I sound incoherent, it's because I'm juggling two different kinds of thought processing at a time, and I'm new to this, so if you give me a hard time, please cut me some slack. And I doubt you are. I have more faith in y'all. But for now, thank you so much for watching. primary exploration of the Undead Burg. Next episode, we're going to be making our way up to the top into an enemy that's frankly going to, well, it's not the boss, but it's going to be a different kind of enemy that I'm hoping I'll be able to snag something pretty nice from. If not, c'est la vie. But for now, like, favorite, subscribe if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment. Comment. Let me know how I'm doing, how I could do better, what you're enjoying, your thoughts, literally anything. I want this to be interactive. And if you got any advice, any questions, feel free to ask. But when you if you subscribe, or even if you're not subscribing, make sure to click that notification bell, because that bell will let you know when new episodes are coming up. And it should be, if for some reason it doesn't work, typically at least release a video at 6 o'clock every Tuesday, at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. But in the future, or within the first few weeks of releasing these episodes, it may become a daily thing. I don't know. It all depends. But whether it's a click away or a week away, until next time, peace be with you.